Hi, good morning. I'm here with Shelly Faruk, the Veteran and Diversity Strategist at Randstad, and they are being recognized as a top veteran-friendly employer in the U.S. Veterans Magazine. And we're here today to learn a little bit more about Shelly and Randstad. So first of all, let's go ahead and start. Shelly, what does receiving this top veteran-friendly employer recognition mean to you?
Yes, thank you, Mona Lisa. Receiving the top veteran-friendly employer recognition is an honor that reflects Randstad's deep commitment to supporting veterans. The award recognition also affirms Randstad's dedication to creating inclusive opportunities, valuing military experience, and empowering veterans to thrive in the civilian workforce. The recognition also inspires Randstad to continue to drive meaningful impact for our veteran community.
Excellent. Why is supporting veteran and military affiliated talent a priority? And how does it align with your overall mission?
Oh, good question. Well, supporting veteran and military affiliated talent is a priority for Randstad because their skills, leadership capabilities, and resiliency align with our core mission of valuing a unifying workforce that shapes society for the better. We also believe that fostering veteran opportunities, we strengthen the workforce, and we can also bridge the gap and uphold our commitment to shape a more equitable and sustainable future of work.
Excellent. Veterans sometimes have these specific challenges, especially when
Yeah.
onboarding. And what specific challenges do you see veterans face in today's market? And how does Randstad help bridge those gaps?
Yeah, that's a really good question as well. I do see that on a daily basis. I believe veterans today face challenges like translating their military skills into
Mhm.
civilian role terminology. And also at the same time, they can also pose a limited professional network. Here at Randstad, to support healthy and positive change in those areas, Randstad is committed to bridging these gaps by incorporating sophisticated skills translation tools. We
Mhm.
also utilize upskilling and reskilling programs, and we can also partner with key veteran organizations to support veteran networking mixers. So all of these things coupled together can drive meaningful change for our veterans. These initiatives also ensure a smoother transition and greater access to long-term, meaningful employment at Randstad.
Excellent. So you
Yes,
guys are obviously doing something right.
yes, thank
So
you.
what advice would you offer to other organizations that want to become stronger supporters of their veteran community and workforce?
Yeah, really important here to note that in order to succeed, with the veterans and become stronger as a stronger to become a stronger supporter of veterans, I believe you companies and organizations should prioritize understanding veterans' unique skills and experience. I also think putting on a pair of strategic lenses to understand how they can be incorporated into your daily operation will lead the way to success. Once you identify that need, you can build out your partnerships with certain veteran organizations to reach those highly skilled veterans as well. In addition, you can offer tailored onboarding and mentorship programs to support
Mhm.
veterans that are coming in, as well as military spouses. We shouldn't forget our
Sure,
spouses too, as
absolutely. We
well.
can't not
Yeah,
forget them.
yeah, and then studies have also shown that these areas, when you focus on these areas of supporting veterans, they have the highest retention rates with veterans in the civilian workforce. So the numbers speak for themselves. And I think if anyone wants to support veterans, they should really hone in on certain things that have had high success rates. I also think that, another area that companies can improve upon is to drive in and really focus on that culture of inclusion and appreciation. As you mentioned earlier, appreciation is everything. Veterans are not coming out looking for to be appreciated or looking for, a golden handcuff, so to speak, but they are looking for someone who can appreciate the skills that they're bringing to the table. And I think when they see that, and they see that someone or a company is understanding and appreciating their leadership, their discipline, and their diverse perspective, I think that's the recipe for success. And it's also been proven that it is meant for success when you have diversity of thought, that fuels any organization to reach their objectives.
Great point. Excellent. I absolutely agree. Now that we know a little bit about the company and Randstad, we want to know a little bit about you. Do you mind sharing with us? I know I mentioned your title earlier, veteran and diversity strategist, but if you could just share a little bit about your background and how you came to this position and what you do and how you do it.
Yes, well, thank you for the opportunity. Well, I come from a long career journey of HR, and I've landed in Randstad in 2021. I was, Randstad is a staffing company, and so I started out doing the same thing for Honeywell, and then after about 18 months or so, I transitioned over to Randstad Corporate. And here at Randstad, I engage with our clients on a daily basis, and then on a national level as well. So I write, executable veteran strategies for our clients, and then ensures that they have a pathway for success if they're trying to harness the veteran talent for their daily workforce.
Oh, great. That is wonderful. I have two more questions, and just from your experience, are there any do's and don'ts that veterans should be aware of, and the spouses who are applying that you see? Are there any do's and don'ts or advice that you would give them?
Absolutely. As a military spouse myself and having a newly retired husband from the Marine
Uh-huh.
Corps after 23 years, we see the world through both lenses. And, the one thing I would offer up to anyone seeking advice is don't take your foot off the gas pedal when the cloudy days come in or when things seem to be going a little sluggish. Don't stop. Keep on going. Learn every day a little bit about yourself, about the job industry, about the company that you're trying to work for or the industry that you're trying to be in. Every day you wake up, you should always try to learn a little bit more because knowledge is power. And all you can do is take all of that knowledge and just become a better thinker, a strategic thinker. And then how you can amplify your voice when you're put into a full room with people who are in the professional arena. So that would be my best advice for anyone seeking employment in
Very good
today's workforce.
advice. And no one's ever said it that way. Don't pull your foot off the gas pedal. That's a great analogy there. I like that.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
My final question, I ask everybody this, is do you live by a motto or anything like that? Is there something that you maybe put in your signature, your email, or you have it maybe on your door or in front of you, maybe a saying or something like that? Do you live by any motto?
I do now that I'm much older in life and now, before my husband was retired, I was called a senior spouse. So if that means anything, it means I have some sort of wisdom behind me. But looking back over the past few decades, the way the cookie crumbles, now that I have the knowledge and now that I can look back and have hindsight, I I am a strong believer that everything happens for a reason.
Uh-huh.
Every movement, every tactic, whatever you choose to call it, everything that you do in life leads up to a greater finish in the end. And that's case in point for myself, if I can offer that as an example. It took me an incredibly long time to find my dream company, my perfect job. And when the days seemed like they weren't going anywhere and things were not moving, here I am paying it forward to the community that I belong in. So everything happens for a reason. I know it sounds cliche,
No,
but it
it's not.
truly
I love
does.
it. No, that's great. That's a great motto. Everybody has a different one that says a lot about you and where you are in your life. So it's perfect. Yeah. But thank you so much, Shelly, for this opportunity. We look forward to sharing all your wisdom and experience and the recognition for Randstad in this issue coming up and for our readers to actually maybe apply and succeed. So
Yes, thank you, Mona Lisa,
on
for the
behalf of the
opportunity.
magazine, absolutely. We appreciate your time today. Thank you so
Bye.
much.